for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Coming up, Game 1 of the World Series on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the New York Yankees. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Garrett Cole. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Really labored his last time out. 4+ innings, wasn't able to qualify for the win, but fortunately got a no decision and didn't take a loss. We'll see if he can get in the W column today.
One down. Here's Nolan Gorman.
I love that Garrett Cole is sort of a throwback guy out there on the mound, sort of that classic power pitcher. He's going to attack with that fastball, move it.
Volpe tossed to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Cardinals 1, and the Yankees coming to bat. And up next for New York, number 64. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. He reached on a walk his first time. Oh, that ball got him pretty good out there on the mound. In plenty of time to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it.
One out, base is empty. Number 64 stepping in now for the Yankees.
Number 64.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. An absolutely majestic shot, and they cut into the deficit. It's 2-1.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, but he squared it up and knew it was gone.
Number 64 getting ready to hit.
Now batting, number 64.
All right, here we go. We need you here. We need you.
Hey, let it rip. Let it rip.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He made him pay for that one, and they slide in front in the sixth. It's 4-2. 9 consecutive games with a home run.
Well, just dialed in at the dish right now. 9 games in a row. That's just unthinkable. Congrats to him. Came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
And now, number 64.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Right side. Nootbaar in position. Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs. Man at second with one away. And up next for St. Louis, Dylan Carlson.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. And he just beats him to the bag, gets the out. He wins the foot race there.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ballgame to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next guy stepping up and getting it done. You got to give him a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks. Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the New York Yankees. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect. The home side taking care of business in game 1. But this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Shane Bieber. What do you got on him, Chris?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
2 outs, nobody on. Now here is number 64. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. Ripped on a line to center. Carlson makes the catch, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Yankees. Scoreless after 1. Back now in the Bronx, and here is Dylan Carlson.
Hey, plays it first. Plays it first.
And he lays down a bunt. Steps on first for the out.
Well, I'm pretty sure he took a look around the...
Here's Nolan Arenado. Here comes a pitch. And a bunt right side. But the go-ahead run comes in to score. So up next, number 64.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Let it fly right here.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya.
Get
A two-run blast, and that gives them the lead. It's 2-1. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
2 outs, runner at first. Now up for St. Louis, Tommy Edman.
Next to the Cardinals, the shortstop, Tommy Edman.
2 outs. Runner, yes,
Runner
yes.
on the go. Strike in there. Go to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back in the Bronx, bottom of the 6th. Stepping in the long ball threat, number 64.
The first baseman, number 64.
And the pitch. That one ripped right center field. Way back there. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 4-1.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him.
Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the 8th. And here is number 64. And a pitch. Line drive. Carlson makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by
1 out. Runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Juan Yepez, for the 4th time tonight. 1-2 here. Trying to move him over here. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
4-3, our final score for Chris Singleton and our entire nothing better than pregame festivities for the World Series. Game 3 is coming up next. Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the New York Yankees, the St. Louis Cardinals. A Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 would more or less just end this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched than the first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Sean Manaea.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Number 64 stepping in now for the Yankees.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. This one's got a chance. And gone! He'll touch them all. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
We go to the bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Jonathan VR. Right-hander kicks, deals. Rolled slowly to first. He handles it himself, and a quick out, number 1. Digging in, Nolan Arenado. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And down in order go the Cardinals. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Number 64 digs in now. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. The Yanks lead one. They're down here 5-1. So 1 out, nobody on. And next for New York, number 64. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
And it's caught for the out.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like.
We go to the 8th, and here's the first baseman, number 64. The Yankees in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And that one hammered. That's back. And it is gone. All muscle to center field. His 6th of the series. It's 8-5.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him. These guys obviously needed to win this game. Down 2-0 in the series. You go down 3-0, guys start packing their bags. They know that they're headed home. But they came out focused on the task at hand, got the job done, a win in the next game. All of a sudden, we've got a new series.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew. Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. The World Series on MLB, the show coming up. It's the New York Yankees, the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi, folks. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And on the mound now, Matthew Liberatore.
Well, last time out, he's only able to complete 4 innings, but really battled. Didn't have his best stuff. I look for him to be better in this one.
One gone, runner at first. Next is the speedy first baseman, number 64.
Hey, come on, big dog.
Ripped into right center. Base hit. Dominguez doesn't stop. Heads for home. Edman with a relay home. He beats it safe. And it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over.
We head to the bottom of the second. And now the Cardinals catcher, Austin Allen.
The catcher, Austin Allen.
Tap to first. He steps on the bag. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter.
And stepping in for the Yankees, number 64.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
That one ripped. Back there. Turning, looking, and that one is gone. A big blow to the home fans, and they add a pair. It's 3-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like.
So digging in, number 64. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself.
Man at first. Here's Nolan Arenado, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate, but also in the field. And he deals. Double play ball to second. They get 1. How about that double play? Here's Nolan Gorman. And he hits a ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Number 64 stepping in now for the Yankees. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Hey, you like a can up there, huh?
Swung on, belted.
Get up.
That's back. And out of here. A 2-run shot, his 8th of the series, and they add on. It's 8-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there.
1st and 2nd, 1 out. Here's the catcher, Austin Allen. Maybe a 2-ball, 5. Tags the runner for 1. Throw sails over his head at first. And up next for New York, number 64. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players. Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tagging from 3rd. He's in on the sac fly, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Well, he'll take the sac fly on the mound right.
This is Dylan Carlson. Arenado on 2nd. Gorman on at 1st with nobody out. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Well, you can tell these guys feel great and also relieved to even up the series. There's so much on the line. You've worked so hard to get here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Game 7 in this series.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
Final score in this one, 11-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding live from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the New York Yankees, the St. Louis Cardinals. John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration, but these situations tell us a lot about a team's character, and for some teams, it brings out their absolute best, but for others, it kind of proved to be an overwhelming scenario to face, and so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go and towing the slab, it's Walker Buehler.
Well, Boog, along with great stuff that he has consistency. I mean, this guy's got a proven track record. You know when he takes the ball and goes out there to compete, he's going to give you everything he's got. Unload the tank, try to pitch deep into the ball game, and he almost always finds a way to make it very tough on opposing lineups, even when he doesn't have his best stuff, and that is the mark of a true competitor.
In the air right field. Nootbaar moving under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And next for New York, number 64. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. That was a moonshot. That's 9 homers this series. It's 3-1.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
One down. Here's the Cardinal DH, Brendan Donovan.
Now back, the designated hitter,
And the righty deals. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. And he handles it himself for the out.
Up next is the Cardinals.
Back here at Busch Stadium, top of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, number 64.
The first baseman, number 64.
Buehler back to work. Well struck right field.
Get out.
That one back. And out of here. He made him pay for that one, and they slice into the lead. It's 4-2.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
Now at the plate, number 64.
Let's go right here.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Come on, big guy. See it drive it. See it drive it.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. It bangs off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
Absolutely. In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
And the final score here, 4-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the New York Yankees. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. With Game 6 in front of us, it's an elimination game on one side, but this series feels like it could go either way.
You know, Boog, some of the greatest games in baseball history have been a Game 6, so I'm fired up for this one. And clearly, being at home with a 3-2 lead in the series is a huge advantage, but it's far from a guarantee. They've still got to go out there, handle their business, and not let this get to a Game 7.
And the odds are obviously against any team trying to win a Game 6 and Game 7 on the road. But it does happen. They don't consider this series over by any means. First pitch coming your way next. Ready to go? Yes. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What should we keep an eye on here?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Here's Nolan Gorman. The pitch. Puts a bunt down, right side. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. So one left for the Cardinals. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're dialed into the show. And up next for New York, number 64. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that is the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. We played an inning, no score. And next for New York, number 64.
Number 64.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
All right, one time, right here. Big hit right here. Here we go.
There's a swing and a
Get
drive.
out, Paul. Get out.
He can't get there. That should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front.
So up next, number 64. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make you first and second with 1 gone. Number 64 stepping in now for the Yankees. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. A towering home run, and they boost their lead. It's 5-zip. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way. Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these guys. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when these guys return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down to the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. For Chris Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Sciambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.